Welcome back to my channel, folks. So, the saddest month for every week just ended. Another spring comes, a spring without you. But we are not here to talk about that. So, this year's winter season was absurdly weird, and I mean really weird. You know what I'm talking about. But the most normal show that aired amongst them had to be Solo Leveling, which is a power fantasy anime. And although I have already finished reading the source material ages ago, even before the anime was announced, still it was done extremely well. And watching Sanjino leveling up every time he fight monsters and clear a dungeon all by himself was extremely satisfying. Tenders in My Heart Season 2 was really the best rom-com of the year till date, and I'm not even stretching it. I was already caught up with the manga and I knew what was going to happen next, but I still enjoyed it so much. It was so good. The character development of the show, whether it's the manga or the anime, is just so amazing to follow. There's one thing I know everyone will agree with me if I say that frieren deserves the hype and the love it is getting. Frieren is a comfort anime where you will find some of the best animated fights ever. It was literally the best boring anime that aired this season for 28 episodes straight every week with shows like JJK and Solo Leveling, but still it came out as one of the best without a single drop in quality for 28 episodes straight. That's incredible. And so it's waifus. First, I was very confused about why I wanted to make Fern and Frieren my friends and wanted to hang out with them instead of banging. So just about when I was thinking of going to see a doctor and ask him what is wrong with me, they introduced this waifu called Ubel that I can't stop simping for the entire season. The best thing about her is that she is a cold-blooded killer, and the way she cuts this man in half is so sexy. And if you notice, she was smiling the whole time. Apparently, Japan government wants you to move into Hokkaido right fucking now. So they made this show called Hokkaido Girls are super adorable. According to this show, every average Joe who steps into Hokkaido will meet the baddest bitch of Hokkaido in just 5 minutes. Just like our MC here, who is the definition of average Joe, like you and me, who just landed in Hokkaido, and in 5 minutes he had an encounter with this blonde girl with enormous beauty? Little did he know that it was his future waifu. The girl goes to the same school and is in the same class, gives him company in the road to school, and even invites him in her house when nobody's home. I am booking a ticket for Hokkaido right fucking now. Maybe Hokkaido is the place where I will get my salvation. As for the anime, it was quite good, so are the waifus. Bottom tier character Tomozaki season 2 was actually very good. I loved the first season when it aired few years ago, but I didn't really hope that I was going to witness a continuation of that, so it was really surprising. I was originally rooting for Mimimi, but it was really sad seeing her lose to Kikuchi when Tomozaki rejected her. Don't get me wrong, I like Kikuchi too, but Mimimi holds a special spot in my heart, so it was a bit sad. Gushing over magical girls is the show that made me gushing over this anime. And now, how to talk about this anime without getting cancelled? That's a very good question. So, Utena is a shy introverted girl who loves magical girls, but one day she made this evil puppet kind of thing with not an exceed, at least that's what I believe. She gave her some powers and let her join an evil cult who fights with the magical girls. It's kinda like My Hero Academia, just the main character is the member of the villains league, but when she fights with them, her personality kinda changes, just like split personality, and she gets turned on and does some evil things. I mean, really evil things to them. That's the best explanation I can give about this anime. After I started watching this, my whole neighborhood gets swept away in a flood created from my room, so I'm really sorry for that. Please don't call the cops on me. A Sign of Affection is a series that heavily reminded me of The Silent Voice, cause Yuki is also deaf just like Shoko, and they're both delicate and beautiful and cute. The only difference between them is the terrible life choices that Yuki made throughout the series, which Shoko didn't, cause she chose to ignore Oshi, the childhood friend with a crush on her who's been taking care of her and saving her ass every little time when she was in a tight spot. And FYI, she's deaf and chose this bad boy with grey shades, Itsuomi, who didn't really have any connections with China, but still he's a walking red flag from every fucking angle. Once again, this anime proves that good guys like Oshi always lives alone, depending their whole life on their own hands to take care of themselves. The animation was pretty good and the show could have been a chill rom-com if this guy toned down his love bombing a little bit maybe. Speaking of China, maybe our bad boy Itsumi is not from there, but the best girl of this season, Mama, sure is. Apothecary Diaries is a show that proves us that Japan is not the only place where you will find some of the best waifus. Apparently, when I was watching this show, it feels like I was staring at a garden full of flowers. Everywhere you look, you will see greenery, and the best part is that they also stare back at you. And I'm not only talking about their eyes. This is literally the best show of this season. I loved Frieren too, but there was just something else about it that makes this show much more enjoyable, and I've already talked about that. So the story, music, animation, everything about it is just perfect, especially the main character Mama. And the best part about her is get it, highly recommended. Undead Unluck was the most underrated show of this season, and mostly everybody ignored it for no fucking reasons, but I would highly recommend you to go and give this one a try. You won't be disappointed because it's really good. And try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. I guarantee it will shock you. And there's also nothing to talk about Mashle because it's Mashle and Mashle is Mashle. Everyone watched it without any doubt. Not to mention the opening song, it gave it more boost than it already has. Chain Soldier is an action ecchi anime that is adapted from the manga, which is written by the mangaka of Akame Kill. But it's way longer than Akame Kill and the manga is still ongoing, which is the best part actually because Akame Kill actually feels too short. The ecchi part was good, and the fights too. The best part is that there's a character who looks and acts exactly like esdeath from Akame Kill. The story is also decent. I just wish they work more on the animation department for the second season because the animation is the weakest part of the show and sometimes it's shit. Thanks for watching. A big shout out to my friend Rishu for editing this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Peace out.